Well, welcome back to Mountains Man's Garage. As we can see here, a Cookie Monster sitting up on a trailer. Why is it sitting on a trailer, you ask? Well, if you've been following the story all along, you know that the oil pressure has never been real good. Well, I was delivering a load of wood and climbed a pretty good hill with it. Motor smelt hot, but I didn't think too much of it. And, well, we made it about another 4 miles, and she started knocking. But with the stacks on it, I probably haven't shown you guys those yet, but yeah, I did put stacks on both sides. So with those bellowing in my ears, I couldn't really tell what was going on. Just shaking like hell. Well, I made it through a roundabout, and well, she let the smoke out. So I got a hole on the driver's side of the pan right above the oil line, and the passenger side's beat out pretty good. So I'm gonna roll her off the trailer and do the responsible thing, put a pan under it and see if it'll fire up again. Why not? If it does, it does. If it doesn't, well, it's coming out anyway. Okay, well, let's see if she makes noise. Why not? It's already blown up. Let's see what happens. We're in park. Apparently my battery's gone dead. Yeah, no noise. So I don't know if you can hear it on there, but it's a wah, 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 wah. So, yeah, she's tight. She's toast. We will get it out and do a exploratory, see how bad we killed it. Hopefully we didn't kill the camshaft, because I'd like to reuse it in the spare motor. So, time to get to work. Okay. We got Cookie Monster's engine out here. You can tell by the color. Already taken off most of the accessories, outside stuff. I got everything loosened up. I have not pulled the drain plug yet. We are getting ready to do that. I can show you over here. Now that we're out of the rig, it's easy to see. We got a hole with a chunk of something sitting in it. I did pull the spark plugs. You see there's no damage. I mean, really, they look fairly decent. So let's pull this drain plug and see what we got. I'm starting to think, rather than a rod, I'm thinking I need to snap the crank. All right. Get my oil pan positioned here. Oil filter weighs about 4 pounds. Alright, here. I gotta figure out where to put you. You can't see what I'm doing there, can you? Let's see. No. Alright. Well, we might lose a little bit. Oh well. Alright, here we go. Okay. Oh, pretty smooth. Oh, there's some little bits. Yeah, no big chunks. I'm really thinking we broke a crank. I had it overfilled a little bit. Trying to get it off the side of the road, I dumped 3 extra quarts in it trying to cool it down. But it still wouldn't crank back up. You seen that earlier in the video. I tried, but it was not going to crank back up. So, well, we'll let that finish draining out. Let's take a look at the top end. go. Okay. Valve cover 1. Looks good. I don't see any big chunks up here, so that's good. Let's come around and get my tools out of the way. Sorry, I'm running without a camera person today. Wife's at work. And before you ask, yes, she does know I'm doing this. Huh? Well, we got some oil up there still. So, I don't see any big chunks. No, there's something there. We got chunks there. I'm not sure what kind of chunkies those are, but that's chunkies. So, you know what? That's old valve seal. That's plastic from the old valve stem seals. Nothing to worry about. Okay. See, our pan's about full. Yeah, I had it overfilled a little bit. But still, coming out smooth. No big chunks sticking out. So, okay, let me deal with this oil pan and get the intake manifold off, and I'll get back to you. Okay, just got our intake manifold off. And we got chunkies. We got some big chunks up here. But the cam doesn't look bad. So, my ultimate goal, I really don't care about the motor or the block or anything. I want to reuse this cam in the spare motor. So, I'm going to get the rockers off, get the timing cover off, and pull the cam out and see. Hopefully the cam journals are still good. Okay, so we got the valve train removed, taken out. And if you remember when we put it together, we had a real questionable bearing down in here. Looks pretty nasty. But that lines up with that journal right there. And it is really, I mean, there's a little bit of scarring on it, but nothing that would keep me from putting that cam back in. Great, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, next step, I'm going to roll this over. We're going to take the pan off and see how good I did. Alright, ready for Mountain Man's big reveal of the blown up 360. Spoiler alert, or temptation alert, however you want to say it. When I rolled it over, I did find chunks. Well, I shouldn't say I found chunks. I heard chunks roll around in there. And for any of you looking at this coolant I spilt, yes, that's the nasty coolant that came out of a 20-year-old block. Don't worry, I do wash my pad down with Dawn anytime I get anything on it. So none of my birds or animals get into it. I am environmentally sound that way. I catch as much as I can. What I don't catch, I will wash down. Alright. Okay. We're loose. Ready? I am. And here we go. And we got Carnage. Okay. Well, our oil pickup did a good job of picking up everything. Oh, there's connecting rod end. There's some more connecting rod end. And, well, there's supposed to be pistons connected to that. That'll buff out, right? Right. See. Oh, those are still there. Those are still there. And those are still there. Covered in shit, but they're still there. And, whoo-hoo. Can you see that? We have completely mangled that rod. This side looks like it just completely snapped off. That's the one that went through the pan. God, I hope this is showing up as good as it is live, because this is... Okay, I'll admit, this is the first motor I have blown up. I know, hard to believe. I drive all my equipment hard. This is the first one I've blown up. And, well, oh, there we go. It's just straightened it out. It'll go right back in, right? Oh, well, okay, the connecting rod bearings are still good. Here's the, okay. So yeah, I think we sufficiently found that knocking sound and vibration problem. So, yeah. Well, the good news is Cam survived. Yeah, that crank's totaled. Well, oh well. It was a 360. It lived a really hard life. This used to be a construction truck. Then it helped my buddy clear 5 acres of land. And it put up with me after resurrecting it for sitting for 20 years. It put up with me for, oh, I don't know, 6-8 years. Or 6-8 loads. So, yeah. She went bang in a big way. But we got another motor sitting right there under that tarp. It's getting ready to get some heads and a cam, and it'll go back in here in the next day or so. Alright. I will catch you on the install.